Welcome to KK Java tutorial. In this shell scripting video tutorial, we'll talk about select loop. What is select loop and how we can use select loop in shell scripting. Yeah. So here you can see this is the general syntax of select loop. When we talk about what is select loop, the select loop provides an easy way to create a menu from which users can select options. It is useful when you need to ask the user to choose one or more items from the list of choices. Yeah, and this is the general syntax. So here you can see this is the variable name, and then after you have to give the in keyword, and after that list of items you have to write separated with a space, and after you have do and done, and between that you can have list of items or list of statements or list of commands to be executed. Yeah, so let's try to understand through an example. So here I'm going to create a variable name as role, and of course in keyword you have to keep as it is, as usually we use in the other loop like for loop, right? We would have learned in the past video tutorial. So here I'm going to specify list of rules. Let's say one of the rule is admin, then space, let's say next rule is developer, then let's say AVP, then VP, and then MD. Right, these are the list of rows which I have separated with the comma, separated with the space, not with the comma. And here just for this demo, here I'm going to just echo the selected row. So I would print selected role is, and here I would like to print the selected row so that I can access using the dollar symbol, right? Okay, so here now I'm done, and let's run this script. So this is it, I'm going to run. So here you can see whenever I run this script, then here you can see these roles are listed, all right? And every role is basically mapped with the one integer number. So first role is mapped with the integer 1, then developer is mapped with the 2, AVP 3, and so on, right? Then here you can see command prompt is waiting to accept the user input. So here I'm going to specify the role as 4, which is mapped with the VP, and if I press enter, then saying that selected role is VP, and still now prompt for the next user input. So if I press 4, then it is saying that selected role is VP. If I select 5, then MD is selected. Let's say if I select 6, then there is no role for 6, right? And if you want to come out from this loop, then simply, or if you want to come out from this command prompt, then simply you have to press Ctrl C and you will come out, right? So that's how basically select loop works. But another use case of select loop is that select loop is very often we use in case of case statement, right? So here I'm going to show you how select loop we can use with this case statement, right? So here already we have discussed in the another video how basically we use case statement. So first of all you have to write the case, that a starting point, and ending case with the ESAC, right? ESAC, that's the reverse of case itself, right? And after case you have to specify your either a regular expression, or here our case role, we are looking for the different role. So I will write role, and you have to give the in, that's the keyword, right? And after that we have many rules, right? And for that we are looking for the match. So first role is admin, so here I'm going to write switch case for admin, right? And if that's matching with the admin, then I would like to do some kind of basically operation. Here simply just I'm printing the rule, right? But in real scenario you can execute some kind of a script, or you can write some complex logic, right? And every case should end with the double semicolon, as we have already seen in the previous video tutorial. Now I'm going to copy this guy 4 times, and for remaining 4 roles, So next role is developer. So I will write matching for developer as well. Then we have AVP role, then we have a VP role, and then we have MD, managing director. Yeah. And of course don't forget to map basically for default role as well, right? So it's, not default role but default value. If user is basically try to give the option other than else, right, other than these options, right, other than these options, then we have to provide some kind of guideline, right, to the user. So select a proper option, something like that, right? So here I'm going to print a message for the user, please select, or please select number between 1 to 5, right? So we have a 5 roles. So every role is associated with the number between 1 to 5. So that's the basically if user is going to select a wrong option, then this default case will be executed, right? Now let me run, and here we have a 5 roles starting from 1 to till 5. Here I'm going to select number 4. So saying that selected role is VP. Again I'm going to select 1, selected role is admin. Let's say I'm going to select 4, then selected role is VP, right? I'm going to select 5. So these all options are correct. Let's say I'm going to select, let's say 10, then it is saying please select number between 1 to 5, and that's because of the default case, right? Then now user understood, okay, so there is only 5 options available. And again user, let's say, press typing 3 and pressing enter, it is working. So to come out from the terminal, just you need to press Ctrl C, right, and you will come out. So guys, I hope you understood what is select loop and how we can use a select loop. And here just I have printed one, I have given the single statement, but in real scenario you can have some big complex logic, or you can have a cell script which you want to execute it for the matching role or matching item, you can say, right? So that's all I wanted to show in this video tutorial, guys. Big thank you for watching this video, and see you there in the next video tutorial.